shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
How about the defense there trying to set the tone of the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Stroud out of the gun here. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
Been intense right from the beginning, and I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
Fielded at the 43. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
To throw on 2nd down, Hobbs. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice gain of 21 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Hobbs. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point attempt to follow here. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. Is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
To the right side and caught by Dell. You talk about this jet.
They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good. And, of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it.
Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
As Stroud now to throw.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Stroud on 3rd down now. Touchdown! Dameon Pierce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anthony Schwartz, the intended target.
3rd down here.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
Well, they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, they picks up additional yardage after it.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there, and will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Seven, our score after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
C.J. Stroud and the offense back out there.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Alert!
Stroud off the play fake.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so had a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Hobbs. Here's Fuller with a catch. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 39 yards.
And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to them,
under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
They're certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
an absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
Oh, my goodness. Now that is going to be out of bounds on the free kick. Yeah, that's a big mistake. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Automatic first down.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
To throw on 3rd down. Hobbs. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Texans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they...
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Stroud from his own end zone.
Shot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those
contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taken right around the 44. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Hobbs. Pass incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Hobbs. Pryor has it complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. They'll roll him out right. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Jets are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And a deep touchdown pass there. Every quarterback's dream.
Every quarterback's dream, and let's face it, it's our dream too, isn't it? Do we not have fun when we see that long pass arcing downfield with a chance for a touchdown? What a tremendous throw.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Mustang 19.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here. 1st and 10. Gets the dump off to Pierce. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Stroud now on 2nd down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Hobbs. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down,
They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Hall again on second down. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Texans 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So
the ball comes out, but it looks like one of the DBs has it, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go now.
2 yards left on second down from the 9.
Ready.
Back to throw. Hobbs. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have got it on cruise control.
if you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Hey, check that.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game, we skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a throw here, hauled in. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave him with third and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Operating from the gun. Hobbs. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Hobbs. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Jets just continue to roll. The point after is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Texans 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
Hey, Rock, go switch. Rock, smash, smash. No.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Play action. Stroud down.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
They'll give to Hall.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him a first down yardage there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so,
touchdown! A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets have widened the gap now to 50 points. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose.
And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Ball again on second down.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Jets get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now a throw here to his running back. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The Texans on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Stroud working out of the gun. He's got the first down and more.
And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here goes Stroud again.
And he's got this one complete to Stewart. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
On first down, here's Stroud. That's Ward, complete right side.
a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Throwing again is Stroud. One more time for Ward here, and he's got it again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throw left side, there's London. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a counter, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Pierce. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
18 rattling.
Here's Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Drake London from 4 yards out. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Hobbs. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
On the ball.
Looking to throw. Hobbs. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker.
Still 1st down.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Hobbs.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Houston set to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. They'll try to run with Hall, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They